Good evening. Apologies, I was just calibrating your testing frames. Just prior to your arrival, I was having a quick read over your file, and you're with us today for an eye examination and an eye test. Now, both of these are fairly straightforward. I don't need you to do a whole lot for me other than just take a seat in our very relaxing chair. Now, the eye exam is self-explanatory. It allows me to have a good look at the eyes. We'll actually artificially dilate each of the pupils, which isn't as scary as it sounds. Trust me, you wouldn't even know they were dilated unless I was telling you prior. But essentially, we dilate the pupils to maximize the surface area. It allows the optician, myself, to a clearer view of the blood vessels, muscles, just make sure that everything looks as we expect it to. Okay? Then we move on to the eye test, which includes the testing frames, and we'll be looking at the little chart behind us. First with just your eyes as standard. We'll cover each eye, and then we'll try a couple of magnifications to see if it improves or maybe even worsens your vision. Okay, now dilating the eye, we actually use a very simple serum. It's 99.2% water. It's infused with a very small amount of what's a synthetic cousin to its ancestor, atropine, which is just an extract of Atropa belladonna, maybe more commonly known as deadly nightshade, which again isn't anything to worry about. The amount that we use is almost trace, but it dilates the eye very gently and again allows us a greater view and a more comprehensive test, which is what we're here to do, to provide you with a premium service. Okay? Now again, we have nothing to worry about. Some people even find this quite relaxing. And even the eye drops for the dilation is entirely painless. I promise your eyes won't even water. Okay, good. Now, before we go any further, your chart didn't mention any allergies that you're aware of. Okay, and no pre-existing condition with the eyes. Do you wear glasses ordinarily? Okay, sure. Any contacts, even for dress up, costume, that kind of stuff? We're seeing quite a lot of cosplayers coming in that wear contact lenses, and it's important just that we're aware of that, so we can again provide a more comprehensive service, maybe even some recommendations. No? Okay, good. Now, if you can just sit back into the chair and really let the chair take all of your body's weight. And what I mean by that is that we sit with a lot of tension in our body sometimes, and let the chair do the work. And just pop your chin up a little bit. And I'm just going to... Good. Completely painless. It's almost you wouldn't even know I was here. Good. And if you could just blink just a few times for me. Wonderful. It works almost instantaneous. And as I said, completely painless. and unless I told you beforehand, you wouldn't know the difference. Now if you could just look towards me, please. Try and keep looking straight. Keep looking straight. Keep looking straight. Okay. Okay. Now if you could just look up to the ceiling for me, please. Keep the head still and just lift the eyes as if you were staring at a dot on the ceiling. Wonderful. Good. Now, same again, but looking at the floor, please. Just take the eyes from the top, roll them down, looking to the floor. Again, and back to the ceiling, please. Okay. Good. Now, can you look to the left and then to the right for me, please? Okay. Very good. Absolutely nothing untoward, you'll be happy to know. Now, what I would like to do next is run a very, very dim torch. It's not going to be blinding you in your eye, and all I need you to do is just follow the torch for me, okay? I'll actually be dulling the lights, and I have a face light just behind you, so you should be able to see me illuminated, and the light, of course. But the room will be blackout for all intents and purposes. And the reason we do this is to allow your eyes to focus, okay? And the reason we keep me lit is because some people found it a little bit disconcerting seeing this torch just floating around. So we like to be as accommodating as we can be and just considerate. Okay, we're all different and we all have our own vices. Okay, good. Let's pop the lights off. Okay, and you can still see me fine. Very good. Now I'm just going to pop this little hand torch. See, it's not particularly bright. And all I'd like you to do is just to follow this light. Okay? Wherever the light goes, just try and follow it, okay? Try and follow the light. Wherever it goes. Very good. Now we'll be moving in a very slight wave. Just keep following the light with your eye. Keep the head perfectly still. And just move the eyes. Let the eyes do the work for you. Okay? Doing very well. It's nothing complicated here. Just keep following the light. The light. The light. Just keep following the light. Okay, good. I'm going to cover one of the eyes it's the same again, only you have a slightly obscured view this time. Same principle. Keep following. Now, the reason I'm doing this portion of the test is so we can just make sure that one eye isn't overcompensating for the other. Quite often when we have something other than perfect vision, you'll find that one eye is perfect or near perfect, and the other might not be. And the stronger eye then compensates for it. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Now we'll just swap eyes. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Same again. Just follow the light. Follow the light. Now I think this eye might be it's okay. It's okay. I thought there was a very slight lag in the eye, but it's okay. Very good. 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 Okay. Well, you did excellently well. Let's pop the lights back on. Okay. Your eyes okay? Now the torch is purposefully not too bright. Again, you find some eye examinations and it feels like the torch is almost burning a hole in your retina. And it doesn't need to be that bright, truth be told. As long as there's enough for a change in pupil size, then it's fine. And of course the pupil is already dilated, so it's a little bit more sensitive anyway. Okay. Now before we move on to the actual eye test itself, I would just like to very quickly test your peripheral vision. Now this isn't necessarily part of a standard eye examination. You might find this in cranial nerve examination, but again, we like to offer a complete package. And again, some people find it quite relaxing for one reason or another. Okay? So if you could just look straight ahead for me, please. Straight ahead. And I want you to tell me when you can see both fingers. There. Okay. And again. Okay. Both thumbs. Very good. Very good. Now, tell me which side the thumb is coming from. Good. And again. Very good. Okay. Now, from the top, tell me when you can see the finger. Good. Again. Very good. And now just from the bottom, please. Just let me know when you... Okay. Good. And again. Very good. Final one. Just tell me how many fingers you can see the tips of. Okay. Good. Again. The other side. Well done. Good. Very good. Okay. Very well done. Now what we'll do, we'll revert to the chart behind us, and all I'd ask you to do is just to read the top couple of lines. Let me just fit the inspection frames. Good. So they need a little bit of calibration. They're just not quite sitting flush. Just move this very carefully. And the reason we're doing this is so that the frames sit flush with the bridge of the nose, and the eye is entirely unrestricted in its view. Perfect. Okay. Fit these again. Good. Okay. Now, I'll just step to the side, and if you can just read the letters from the little hanging board behind me, and if you could read until it feels a little bit blurry, that would be fantastic. Okay? Whenever you're ready, just from the top there. Okay. Good. Good. Very good. Well done. And it's a little bit blurry now. Okay. What I would advise and ask is for you not to guess when the letters, the numbers become too blurry to see with confidence. If you're having to say, I think that's an A, or I think it's D, it's better to say, you know what, this isn't clear to me. Good. Let's try again, please. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Now this is without any magnification, of course. No, you did very, very well. We just want to see if we can improve it somewhat. Do you ever experience headaches of any kind, or do you suffer from migraines? Okay. Good. Okay, good. That's good to know at least. I'm just going to pop this lens into the frame. Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit too magnified from the reaction. If you could try reading the letters again, please. that feels a little bit worse. Okay. Okay. Let's just remove this one. Try something a little bit more gentle. Let's try you. Okay. And fire away. Starting from the top again, please. Okay. Okay. Very good. Let's take a quick note. Okay. Okay. Just stop you there. Move the lens. Okay. We'll try 2 more. And then once we found, I think that's the lens for you. That's lens C. And we call it the lensless view. Lens A, then B, then C. I think C is going to be your prescription, but we'll try D and E, and then we'll rerun the most promising, covering each eye, again just to emphasize and reinforce the point, identify the weakness, either in both eyes or in either eye. Okay. Okay, so this is lens D. Fire away. Okay. This is a very minor magnification, and I think it's maybe just a little bit shy. Okay. Struggling a little bit there. Okay, good. Okay. I will just try E. And this is actually the strongest magnification. Yeah, okay. That's, yeah, okay. Stop that one there. Okay. So I think we'll try A without lens and C on each eye, and then we can make a stronger conclusion, an informed decision. Okay? So if you could go ahead and read without lenses, with the eye covered. Okay? Okay. 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 And if you could try again, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So this side is just a little bit weaker, and I think this side is definitely overcompensating. Both eyes look perfectly fine physically. Blood vessels look healthy. You're not straining, so that's good. But I do think we have a slightly weaker eye here. Let's try with lens C. And if you could start with the weaker eye, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. that's a very slight improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. That's good to hear. Okay, let's just swap it around. And whenever you're ready, it's from the top there, please. Good. Very good. Okay. Okay. I think we've it's definitely C. And what I will try this time is with both eyes. I'm going to put the lens only on this eye. Okay, just for this eye. And we want to see if that gives you the 20/20 vision that we're chasing here. The elusive 20/20. So let me just pop the lens on this side instead of the double. And when you're ready, if you'd like to read for me again, please. All the way through as far as you can go. Very good. 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 Very well done. Very well done. We got there. Now let me just take off the frames. Okay. How is that? Yeah, they aren't particularly complex in any way. There's a variety in sizes. The 58, the center, donates the size from the center point. So the bridge of the nose, essentially. It's funny because when I'm walking in the street, opticians can tell what's a 58 nose, what's a 57, 59 nose. I knew your 58 nose, perfectly sized. All noses are perfect sizes, but 58, right here. Okay, so it's this eye here is 20/20, perfect vision, no issues. This eye here is just a little bit weaker. So what we can do, or what we'd have to do rather, if you wanted to restore that 20/20 vision, we'd be placing almost a very, very minor, but practically glass lens on this side and the magnification on this side. Personally, I don't think if you're not finding any headaches, it's not inflicting you in any way if you were to drive, or it's not impacting your life in any immediate way, then you don't have to. If you want to pick up a pair of glasses, as I said, it will improve reading, and especially your fairly near distance. Yeah, you're short-sighted, yeah. Okay, well, to an extent. But what I would suggest is if you would like to pursue glasses, and when you were reading the second time, there's no sense of you ever straining. You read it all the way through without scrunching your eyes up, without kind of furrowing your brow, which is indicative of someone that, glasses would be beneficial for. If you are interested, so we've got some frames in the back, feel free to find your own frames and come back to us with them, and we'll supply the lens. But like I said, we have a fairly extensive range of frames, all very affordably priced as well. Okay, and again, my recommendation is, if you have the money, then definitely pick them up, because although subtle, it's definitely noticeable. And I saw in your reaction when we were running it back the last time it's like you're seeing everything just a little bit more clarity. Everything's just sharpened a little bit, as if you up the graphics just a couple of notches, or maybe like low to high. Yeah, absolutely. My absolute pleasure. Thank you. Your eyes will stay dilated for maybe only 15 minutes more. They're always returning to normal before the hour. Okay. And again, you won't find any pain even going outside. Don't be staring at the sun, but it shouldn't be causing any discomfort. Your pupils have dilated somewhat, so they are letting more light in, but again, it shouldn't be uncomfortably so. Our concentrate fluid is really very low. We have a fantastic group of staff here that know what they're looking for and really don't need to dilate the eyes anything more than bare minimum. Okay? It has been my absolute pleasure. Truly, it has been. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at any time. Absolutely. Our receptionist can help you with the lenses and the sizes.